Hey there. If you're a dog owner in Mount Juliet, you already know that picking the right person to help train your dog is a pretty big deal. So today, we're going to break down everything you need to know to find a fantastic local trainer who's a perfect fit for you and your pup.
I mean, think about it. A well-trained dog just makes life so much better, right? Whether you're taking a walk on the Greenway, heading over to Providence Marketplace, or even just chilling at home. Good training is all about making those everyday moments easier and honestly, just a lot more fun for both of you.
So, where do you even start? Well, the first step is to really understand the foundation of good training. We're talking about the methods and qualifications that set a truly great trainer apart from the rest. Okay, first things first, positive reinforcement. This is really the gold standard for dog training these days, and for good reason. It's all about teaching your dog what you want them to do by rewarding them for it. This approach builds an incredible amount of trust. You'll want to be careful with any trainer who relies on fear or intimidation. Those old school methods can actually backfire and create even bigger problems down the road. Now, I know these letters can look like a bit of an alphabet soup, but they tell you a whole lot about a trainer's commitment. Certifications like CPDT-KA or KPA-CTP show that a trainer has a really solid grasp of modern training methods. And if you're dealing with more complex stuff like serious anxiety or reactivity, credentials like CBCCKA or IABC-CBC mean they have a much deeper level of expertise in behavior. It's a great way to know you're dealing with a real pro.
All right, so you know what to look for in a trainer. Now, let's figure out the best format for you. Not every training program is built the same, and the right choice really comes down to your dog's personality and what you're hoping to achieve.
You're usually looking at two main paths here: group classes or private lessons. Group classes are awesome for learning general manners and getting your dog used to focusing with other dogs around. But if you're tackling something specific at home, like your dog bolting out the front door, then the one-on-one attention you get from private lessons is probably what you need.
And hey, if your schedule is just completely packed, there are a couple of other great options. A board and train program is like a boot camp where your dog gets intensive, focused training. Then there's day training, where your dog works with a pro during the day and comes home tired and happy at night. Both are really effective for getting that consistent practice in. All right, let's talk about money, because that's always a big piece of the puzzle, right? Here in the Mount Juliet and Wilson County area, the costs can definitely vary. This table gives you a general idea of what you can expect to budget, from a standard group class all the way up to those more intensive board and train programs. Okay, so you've done your homework on methods, you've got a budget in mind. Now for the really important part, actually talking to some potential trainers. This is where you make sure you find that perfect match. When you meet with a trainer, you'll want to have a few questions ready to go. You absolutely want to ask about their training philosophy. Make sure you're on the same page. Ask about their credentials. A big one is asking how they'll tailor a plan specifically for your dog, and definitely get clear answers on how they'll keep you updated on progress and exactly what the total cost covers. A true professional will have no problem answering any of these. Finding a trainer is a huge step, but it's really just the beginning. The real test happens when you take all those new skills out into the real world, right here in our Mount Juliet community. So knowing the local rules and where to practice is going to be key. So, just a quick heads up on a few local rules to keep in mind. It's pretty straightforward. Dogs have to be on a leash whenever you're in a public space. And that rabies vaccination, that's not just a good idea, it's actually required by state law. And the tag needs to be on your dog's collar. Simple things like this just help make sure everyone gets along. And now for the fun part. This is where all that hard work really starts to pay off. Each of these spots in Mount Juliet gives you a different way to practice. You've got Charlie Daniels Park, which has fenced areas that are perfect for safely working on that "come here" command. The Greenway is fantastic for mastering loose leash walking with all the distractions of bikes and other people. For a real challenge, Providence Marketplace is amazing for teaching your dog to stay calm around crowds. And of course, the trails at Long Hunter State Park are perfect for proofing those obedience skills with all sorts of new smells and sounds. You know, at the end of the day, investing in the right training is about so much more than just teaching your dog to sit or stay. It really deepens that connection you have with them, and it makes your life together right here in Mount Juliet so much richer, and let's be honest, a whole lot less stressful. We're wishing you the best of luck on your training journey. It's going to make all the difference.